Today we're gonna work on building a brand new house for my Paralives Let's Play, but don't worry if you haven't seen any of the gameplay in this save, it doesn't really matter. This is just a build video, but if you happen to have seen the gameplay, you might know the characters that are gonna live here. And because I'm actually playing in this house and playing with these people, we have a few limitations for like funds and also the needs of the house. I'm thinking about building it here on this little townhouse lot because I haven't built on this one yet. And also one of my paras works here as a nurse in this clinic, and so it would be really nice to live directly next door to our job. We've got 4 adults in our household right now, and we're planning on having a baby really soon, maybe even 2 babies really soon, so we're gonna wanna have some extra bedrooms. But to kind of introduce you to these characters, this is Tammy, and she lives with her daughter, Piper. Tammy recently started dating this guy called John. They're now engaged. John is not Piper's dad. He's a new man. And Piper is engaged to Susan, who's one of the townies that lives here. She's working as a chef right now. Piper works as a nurse in the clinic. Tammy is a hairdresser, but I think she's gonna retire soon and help raise the grandkids once they're born. And John currently works at the elementary school, but I hope that he dies soon. I'm kind of trying to kill him. So he might not be around for that long. Who knows? He's really into music. Tammy's really into art. Piper's pretty into like tech and fitness. And Sujin loves food. So we kind of have a few different hobbies going. I'd like to maybe have some kind of hobby room in the new house. Right now we live in this apartment, which is pretty small and like honestly not really cutting it for what we need. I know that I could expand and start using like the downstairs and the upstairs and everything, but I kind of like the idea of moving and I like the idea of building something from scratch. So I want to have probably 4 bedrooms, which is kind of a stretch, and maybe a skill room. So that makes 5. We definitely do not have enough bathrooms. I keep having problems with them all needing the toilet at once. So if we could have a second bathroom, that would be great. Maybe even a third. And I also kind of want to have a rooftop or like a balcony, just some kind of outdoor space I think would be really nice because we don't have any of that right now. We have $19,000 just saved up, almost $20,000, and we already own the new lot, and that doesn't even count us selling all this furniture. So my thought is that maybe right now we could start with the 20K that we have and see how far it gets us before we have to sell the current place, and we can kind of work our way up to moving into this one. But I guess we're kind of just gonna get started here and like mess around with it as we go. I think I might want it to be a sort of simple shape. I like how this one looks. I also really like for example, this building. I'm kind of jealous of what they have with the rooftop. So this is kind of what I want. And I would be okay with it being kind of colorful like that too. So we'll see how it goes. I'll tell you what, one thing I do know is I'm not putting a foundation. I have had like the hardest time using foundations in this game. I am not really interested in doing one here. I think I might put our house like that. Oh no, we're really gonna be in for it now, aren't we? We can fix that. We can fix the flooring and stuff. See, that's totally fine. We built it into the cliff, all is well. I'll just have to get like a little bit of the ground to be raised up. Maybe I should do that first. Yeah, can I flatten it out to be like up to here? Oh, that's pretty bad. Yeah, that's honestly like probably not gonna work. Maybe I should get rid of the building then for a second. Like maybe we'd be better off trying to flatten it out now and then going from there. Cause we could like, oh no. I mean, it's a little bit more flat now. Let me just see. This is gonna be a real journey that we're on together, everybody. Let me tell ya. That's still no good. What if I start it on that side? Oh, maybe I should have done that the whole time. Oh, that's way better. Sorry, silly me. Okay, that's not even like completely straight, is it? Oh my god. You want to come up to this? That's all right. I'm okay with it being kind of tucked away. It's almost like the back is a basement, which is kind of cool, I think. Wow, that's so pretty. Okay, we definitely want to have a 3rd floor at least. But I might also have a small 4th floor too. The neighbor's house is pretty big. Is this weird? Well, if we have a full scale 3rd floor, 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's a full scale 4th floor. It doesn't need to be that big. Should we put it like, I'm wondering about putting it up to there because that would be a really big terrace for us to have in the back. I think I would like that, but we'll see. I actually don't know. Wow, it's gonna be huge. This is way better than I thought it would be. What if we did like, I might regret this too. I've also found that putting the roof on too early can be a real problem in Paralives. Oh, lovely. Items must stay within your lot. I actually think that that's like not too bad. Can I put a half wall or something in? I was kind of picturing this being a little bit like a dormer. I don't know how this would work. Cannot connect clusters of different wall heights. Is that because of the roof thing that we have? Oh, that worked. I guess guess it doesn't even matter if we have that in the back. I just kind of wish that this wall was not weird in the corner. Let me see if it actually works. Well, we don't need to have walls. I guess I could just do it with this. I don't know why I didn't think about it like that. But we could just have the dormer be this way and that would be fine. I will say I'm not super thrilled about this corner. I think it looks kind of weird, but you know, sometimes these things happen. Can't have it all. It's because I put it on a weird angle. I don't think the roof likes being on an angle. But that's fine. Maybe we should start by trying to figure out the entrance and then go from there. These are kind of nice. That staircase, maybe I make it a little bit wider and then we can get rid of the railing on that side. Okay. So I happen to know, at least I thought I knew, that you could stack them. Maybe I have misremembered that. I mean, I might like it better if I don't stack them. Let me make the entrance a little bit bigger because that gives us some more room right here. Like that could end up being a bathroom or something. And then this is gonna be double stairs. Oh, I feel like this whole video is just gonna be me doing the shell, to be honest with you. I know myself. I think it's gonna take me so long to do this, but that's okay. It appears that we have not thought this through. What if this staircase went over here? And like, what if the hallway was there? Okay, hear me out. I actually have an idea, I think. Basically, I'm picturing us having this as a room. That could be a really nice primary bedroom. And maybe they could have, I mean, that could just be a really big ensuite bathroom if we wanted it to be. And that might be kind of nice. Oh, I think I really like that actually. Okay, so this floor, the third floor is all, what did I think I was doing when I said that? Because that doesn't solve the problem. Kayla, what are you talking about? Well, we could have this over here again, which would be better for the upstairs anyway. I think they can still get through that. I mean, the terrace area up here is still very large. So can I make it smaller and then do this myself? I'm kind of trying to like fix the rotation a little bit better to line up with the lot a bit more. Oh, this is gonna be way better for us, I think. Okay, and we still have a really big rooftop area, so that's fine. It's totally and completely fine. Okay, so this is like, how do I want to do this? Maybe the second floor would be good for the kids. So we could put the kids' bedrooms up here. Can we do it kind of like this? Maybe try that again. So that's maybe like an ensuite bathroom for this room. And there's two sort of large kids' bedrooms in this area. I might actually do this. I kind of want the hallway to be like a little bit bigger, except I don't think this is actually a room now. Oh dear. This is very difficult. That's a room. I don't think the game sees this one as a room though. What if I just close it off? Okay, now it is. That's fine. We can do that. Maybe I'll put like some tile to mark these. I don't know how I expect to be doing this. This setup is really chaotic. What I meant to say was like maybe we could just put like a floor tile. Where is it? Here. Okay, so like this is a bathroom and this is a bathroom. And then obviously those are bedrooms. That one's a bedroom. Maybe that's better because it hides the clipping. Okay, yeah, let's try that for the upstairs. I'm thinking that maybe this should be, maybe the top floor could be the skill room and we could leave it mostly open because that could be kind of nice, you know? So there's ensuite bathroom there. Unfortunately, maybe this room becomes like the grandparents' room. They have an ensuite bathroom. We could put a bathroom on the ground floor and then I feel like we might want to have a bathroom on every floor, but we could have a little bathroom like right there. Depending on how the windows get split up, we might have to move the walls a little bit, but I think that could work. Oh, that's not even a room? Oh dear. Now it is. Okay, you can be on a weird angle. Honestly, I kind of like all the weird angles in this house. It's a little bit fun, I must say. Can I change the type of stairs to be like, okay, that's kind of weird, right? Maybe I'll just do it myself because if I do it like this, I can draw my own fence there. All right, yeah, let's leave that. I only managed to get one kid's room, but if we're gonna have two kids, they could share. It's not like it's a small room. And if we need to, we can change the upstairs to be more of like a kid's room space instead of a skill room. Okay, so this is like living, kitchen, and dining room. And there's no windows in the back. So we're gonna wanna keep that in mind. I am envisioning maybe we have a large bathroom right here, okay? Because that doesn't need to have windows. So there is a bathroom on every floor, which will be helpful when we have so many Sims. I mean, Paras, sorry. And then the kitchen could go in this area. I figure we could have a living room right here and then like a little dining table space right here, or even like here, I don't know, we'll figure it out. That seems nice to me. I might want to switch some of the terrain paint out here. I kind of just want to simplify it a little bit. Look at that weird section. Because I want the door to be here, but that's really, really inconvenient. I think, what is it called? Like toggle edit town. Okay, because then we can change this. And we could like extend outward this bit of terrain paint, which makes a lot more sense right there, I would say. Can even try and fix it like right here too. Yeah, because then we can have our front door right here. I don't really know what kind of landscaping I'm gonna want. Maybe I'll leave it for now. Toggle edit town. Deactivate it. That's so easy. Oh, should we make the top floor a little, or the bottom floor a little bit taller? You know what? That might be kind of nice. Uh-oh, now this is a problem. Well, I can make this wall thicker. Now it's not a problem, okay? I guess I can make this wall a little bit thicker too. Let me do that down here the whole way. That works. I think I might paint all the walls like a plain white color for now too, because it's kind of stressful for me to look at all of this. There's like something about the unfinished walls that I find really hard to look at. You know what I mean? It's like so busy, and now it looks much simpler. I suppose I'll make this wall a bit thicker too, because I did it everywhere. Oh, I didn't do this one then. Okay, it's actually really nice. We're gonna have a mansion. Okay, let's do the windows and think about that too. Like windows and doors and stuff, basically. I really like the windows with shutters. Like to me, that is the dream, but I don't really know what kind I'm looking for. This is the one that I've been using in almost all of my builds. So part of me is like, maybe you shouldn't do that because you've been doing it too much. This one's a little bit more, it's like a little bit more rustic looking, I would almost say. We can definitely make them taller. I kind of feel like the taller it is, the better in some ways. You don't want to center? Okay, fine. I'll just do it myself. Oh, that's actually not too bad. Maybe they're too big though. Now I'm thinking like maybe I should have had 3 windows, but 3 doesn't really work in the space that we have. So maybe we shouldn't have had 3 windows. I don't know. Oh, I might have to make this like little entryway a little bit bigger too. Okay, what kind of door are we thinking? I want a really pretty, like maybe even kind of big front door. We could try that and have it be sort of centered with the upper windows. And then maybe we could get a larger set of windows that are similar but have no shutters for this part. I hate how that one looks when you make it so big. It's bad. Let's make it smaller because these are the only windows on the ground floor. So we want them to be nice. Is that even centered? Well, I guess it is. That's all right. We'll change the colors of them, of course. That should be fine. Yeah, unfortunately for them, they cannot have any sort of other windows down there. Those are not even centered. Maybe it would be easier for me to try and center them on this level so I can see a bit more of it. And then we can paste them down here. Are those too high up? Yeah, they are. Okay, big windows. We'll have to get some kind of fence up here. And we also are gonna wanna have some kind of door. What are the They have like little doors and windows. I really like how these look. Maybe we could try and do something like that and we can have some pretty flower boxes. They just have like a little plain door and there aren't really even that many windows up there. So that's not helpful. Maybe like this door, that could maybe work. I might want to flip the side. Oh, you know what we could do also is possibly use the same windows that we had downstairs, but they could be a bit smaller, more along these lines. Let me try and paste them in. Oh, you know what might be nice? I wonder if I could get like a bunch of these. I think I need to scoot them over. It's not exactly centered, but I actually don't know if I even care that much. We could do it like this, and then we could have the door in the middle of them. And that could be kind of a nice top floor situation. Yeah, I actually really like that. Okay, so we'll change the colors and stuff, but I just wanted to get the main thing going. This place is absolutely enormous. It's amazing. Oh, I haven't saved a single time either. Oh my God. All right. I kind of want to have like a roof overhang. Oh, you know what else I kind of want to have is like some kind of trim. Maybe just something like that would be fine. I kind of like that one. I feel like that thing's kind of cool. Or this, but we do it in like a fun color. That's like the pink they had before. They've had a lot of orange and like emerald green kind of stuff in their houses so far. Normally, I would never suggest orange for myself, but I think that might be kind of interesting if we tried an orange thing. I might make these windows, like the ones on the upper floors, a little bit smaller. Yeah, okay, I don't know. I still kind of want to have some sort of overhang above the roof. I don't really know what that would be for us, but I know they have awnings. Can I look that up? Oh, look at that cool decorative window. But I feel like we could maybe just have like this above the front door, and maybe that would help it like separates it, I guess. I thought I would do a brick, like an actual brick, a reddish, orangish brick on the ground floor. Can I make that one a little bit more orange leaning? Oh, ew. Okay. Sorry. That was really not what I wanted. Neither is that. Oh boy. I'm gonna look up brick hex codes because we can try and use one of those that's like from real life. Those are like a red. Oh, this one might be good. Let me try it. Hold on. I know you can't see it, but 8B4F39. It's like leaning a little bit more reddish, but I think that could be interesting. Or, you know what we could do is have like pretty much everything else be brick and we make the ground floor something else. Kind of like how this ground floor is like paneling and the stone is up high. We have like a masonry or a paint sort of texture. I do kind of like the paneling, but I also don't know if vertical paneling is like super random. What if it was like a shingle? That's not like the most normal thing to do. I guess I really like this building, so I'm kind of trying to take inspo from that. Maybe I should stick to it being a solid color. I've also been using some like navy blues in their current house. Not that it needs to be the same. I kind of like associate that as being their style. I'm wondering if, I don't like how that looks at all. I might do the stucco then. That one might not be good enough. Shutters we'd put in the blue. I might change that shade of blue. And then I kind of want to have like some beige, like not actually white, but like a creamy color. You know what? That does look better. It's not a blue Suburban, okay? It's orange. I swear. We can have bright orange flowers too. That would look really nice. And that will add some brightness. I'm gonna change the color of this too. I don't like that. That's not really good enough. Maybe I should just try and do this custom. It was actually, I would say it was better before. Let me copy the color of this cream, actually. Okay, so we wanna do like our own custom, and this will have our pretty planter boxes, so that'll help it. And then this door, I think we want the frame and the wood slat. Oh no, we want to have, I guess the door and the wood slats, we want to be the blue color, right? So door, wood slats. I think that the wallpaper needs to be something else. Like, I don't think that it looks good when it's all the same like that. I mean, it looks good here, but what else do these people have? Well, I guess that is all the same. It like totally blends in. What if it was like the creamy color or another creamy color? I must say that's actually pretty boring. What if it was like a stone, like that kind of, that looks so weird. Oh no. Why do I have to be so bad at this? It's so hard. I had this, right? And we don't want it to be green anymore. Oh, that's the wrong color. Yeah, I changed it to be creamy. I think that looks way better. Oh, you know what? That actually might do it for us. I'll have to change the stripes on that. I want to get a new roof texture too. What color? The age-old question. What if it was like a dark blue, so dark that it almost looks gray? Is that too similar to the house next door? It might be a little bit too similar to the house next door. No, we're definitely getting somewhere. Okay, so we could do this. And well, what happens if I get rid of the awning? It does kind of match the other stuff pretty well. Maybe I can have the brick be a little bit more orangey now that we've chosen this. Oh, that's a bit sunnier. What does this one look like? That's one of the default colors. I wouldn't really call that. Well, what if I used this one and we just made it a little darker? Because I do actually kind of like the oranginess. I like how there's not really anything else like that in this neighborhood. You know what else we could do? Possibly. Let's toggle edit town. I wonder if I could change the color of the roof that is next door, because that would help. I want mine to be blue, but we could just make theirs different and then everyone wins. I kind of want it to be like, I'm almost feeling like a really dark green. Oh, I can't. Never mind. My plans were foiled. Let me get a little bit more of this. Am I not in toggle edit town? Maybe that's why. Toggle edit town. Maybe I can change it and I thought I was in the thing, but I wasn't. Oh, I guess it's a shell of a building, so no, you can't. Never mind. Sorry. Maybe I'll just make mine black or like a gray. I don't really want it to match the other one so perfectly. Okay, I have used this planter box quite a bit. I think it's my favorite one, but imagine if we made the flowers like a pretty bright orangey color. Should I make it be like wooden? That's wood, but I think it needs to be darker maybe. And maybe also the planter part could be a little darker. Because I do kind of want to see the lines. Like maybe something like that could be a lot nicer. And then we just got to make sure we're putting these lined up correctly, which is kind of hard. I kind of wanted to have a tree, but I don't think we can do that now. I feel like it won't fit. Unless we could maybe try and put like a little fake planter box in a super small tree. I'm gonna have to do the back ones in a second. Let's try and focus on just the front so we feel like we've made more progress. I wonder if we could put this little planter in almost as like, oh, well, I can put it into the ground too. I have a lot of trouble with the advanced transform tool. It kind of makes me not want to use it because of how much trouble I have with it. It's mostly just because like sometimes it resets the placement of things. So like when I reload into the save, this will be somewhere else, which I find kind of annoying, but it's not like the worst thing in the world. Oh, maybe I should have used like, that one has to be on a wall, huh? Maybe I should have used this one because we could do something really similar and like put this into the ground, which is like kind of what I'm looking for out of this. And maybe we just make it like a darker gray in a way that kind of blends in with the ground. I mean, saying it blends in is a little bit of a stretch, but it's okay. We can find now like a small tree. I was kind of thinking about maybe even something like this, but I'll just make it smaller and then we can raise this up because it has a set of roots and stuff. I actually really don't mind that. Now we have tree. Nobody else has trees, so that's a fun win for us. I think I put it a little bit too up high because I can see the roots clipping a little, which I don't want. Yeah, maybe it's better if it's a bit smaller. I mean, we don't want it to be too big because we want it to look like it would actually fit in here. I'm gonna try and put some little flowers in this. Hopefully kind of around the tree, if that can be made to happen. Oh, those don't even work. I don't like them. Oh no. How about something like that? Can I make them a prettier color? Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, that's actually so nice. I like them being so bright. Like to me, that's so pretty. Oh, we can't really have a doormat because it's not flat right here. I guess if we made it, nah, they don't get to have a doormat. I changed my mind. Do you think I should have some like greenery in this? I'm kind of wondering about, no, I don't like it. Never mind, sorry. I don't know why I said that. I think we could get some greenery around the other sides of this though. Like, I think we definitely need to have a bush right here. My hope is to put a bunch of plants in this little area because I really want it to feel a bit more lush, despite the fact that in the middle of downtown and isn't lush. I'm not really sure about that one, but we'll see. I kind of had it in my heart that I wanted to have some hydrangeas, but we got to be really careful about clipping as we're doing this. Do hydrangeas even come in orange though? I guess it doesn't matter. If you want the hydrangeas to come in orange, they can come in orange. Like, I don't like these little flowers anymore. I'm being so indecisive. I'm so sorry. I just can't figure out what I want out of this. Ooh, rose bushes. Oh, that one's pretty too. What about that? You know what? And I hate to say it, because I love this and I wish that I didn't have to do it this way, but I feel like maybe the whole thing should be stone and like maybe it should be built in to the ground like the rest of it is more. I just feel like, because I love the look of that, but I guess I just kind of feel like it doesn't really make sense, you know? What we could probably do is have something like this that we then center with the window. Do you want to be lower? Like if it was in a planter box, I think that would make sense. I just feel like it can't really just be there. You know, maybe I want to try and do the tree again with a different one. Well, I guess I want you to be bigger then too, huh? Because we want it to be like kind of up to the edge. And then what? You want to like, maybe we extend it so it goes up to the edge of the other house. I think we can make this work. Okay, I have given myself some little bushes right here. I think I'm gonna do it where I have a couple of them be a slightly darker color, just for like a little bit more color variation. Oh, I wish you could change the color of those. I'm kind of interested now in like getting a few of, oh my god, that's really weird. I was gonna say I'm kind of interested in getting a few of these because I kind of want to fill in some of the open space with some more greenery, but I don't know if that looks weird or not. I think that's okay. What if we had no tree? I have an idea that might be kind of ridiculous, but this is a chimney, right? And I put it upside down, and I'm kind of curious to see if I could try to use this as a fake planter box. Oh, you know what might be even better? Now I'm kind of wondering about like this one. I don't like it. I'm sorry. I've tried a bunch of different things. I actually just changed my mind about all of them. I'm done with trying to do that now. What if we switch the light to be like more of a gold? Like if we had the handles could probably be a gold color too. You're kidding me. Why would it do that? Why would you do this to me? Okay, maybe it's gonna be silver then. Well, you know what we could possibly do is get a couple of little planter boxes or like actual planters outside, because I feel like that might actually help fulfill my desire to have some more greenery out here without it being like too much in the way or too out of the ordinary. I think I like that. I'm just gonna fix the back windows now and then maybe try and get a couple things on the back patio. But unfortunately, I will probably save all of the furnishing for another video. This is taking me so much longer than I thought it would, and for that, I am so sorry. Okay, frame is that color. We want the door to be blue. Oh, that does look good, doesn't it? It just takes a long time to build in Paralives. Okay, I think I will probably put the planter boxes on these windows, but not the lower ones, because they're kind of like blocked by some stuff. And then we want to figure out a fence. I'm kind of thinking this one, but we do it in like the cream color. We can put that, oh, please work, all the way across. I guess it doesn't even need to be on that side either. It can just be here. And then we can use the same, where is it? This thing. I'll probably want to make the windows like ever so slightly smaller so they fit better there. What do the rooftops have on the other houses? Stone with cracks. Okay. Floor miscellaneous. I mean, we could do something kind of like this and then maybe make it a similar color to what we have downstairs. Like that's similar. That's the same like stone type of color, which is kind of nice. Oh, you know what I'm just realizing? Okay, that looks great in the front, but we want to have this be centered with the door in the back probably. Okay, that one's small, so it's not clipping. I think we're in a good spot. I think this is what we needed. Took us absolutely ages to get to this point. Uh-oh, this isn't supposed to go all the way around. Oh no. Is it still fine? Yeah, okay. But I think we've done it. We have the exterior of our house. So I think on that note, I might wrap up this video right here. We spent almost all the money that we had anyway. So I guess that makes sense. But I might wrap it up right here for now. And then in our next video building this, we'll do the furniture. It might even take us like 2 videos to furnish. I'm not sure. It's so big. So I don't really know what to expect, but I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a fun project for us to work on. I'm gonna save the game here. Let me know what you're thinking about it in the comments. If you've got any ideas for how to do the tree as well, let me know, because I would kind of like to have one, even like a bigger one like this. But all of the tree stuff that they have is just in the grass. Like they don't really have a singular box for it. So, I mean, they're using these, I guess. We could do something like that. I don't know. Much to think about. Much to think about. I gotta stop staring. I'm never gonna stop the build if I keep staring like this. All right, well, have a fantastic rest of your day, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with me. And I'm gonna catch you tomorrow and we'll keep playing some games. Okay? Bye, everybody. I'm excited to have this much more space in the house too. Going from a 2-bedroom, basically our apartment right now is the same size as 1 floor in this place, maybe a little bit bigger. So going to have it be like 4 times the size is gonna be really fun for us. But also, can we afford to furnish it? I don't know.